For you to get what you want in your life and business, you have to give the other people the thing they want so that you get what you want. I call it 51-49. Basically, every relationship I have, every business dealings I have, and the way I frame up my entire being, it's why I have popularity or cult of personality. It's because I think it's smart to give more to an audience than you ask for in return. And so when you're building your product and your service and whatever you're up to, you need to find the angle of leverage. You are competing with a lot of other people that want people's attention. When I started working with Budweiser, the beer, it was crazy to me. I walked into a meeting and I said, okay, we're competing with Miller or Carlsberg. We're competing, right? We're competing with, and they said, we're comparing for share of throat. Budweiser globally worries about how much water you're drinking, how much Coca-Cola you're drinking. I mean, it was just really interesting, and it was kind of how I think about attention. You may be thinking you're competing against somebody else who has a trampoline business. You're not. You're competing against anybody who has anything else to do that weekend in Denmark with those 4 hours. So we are living through a world, my friends, where there's more options than ever. How many people here manage, how many people here have more than 10 employees? Raise your hands, right? We're living in a world where our employees have more options than ever, either to do things for themselves or other employers. And no matter how good your labor laws are and how long they have to stay with you before they go to a new job, they still have options greater than there were 10 or 15 years ago. So I think the biggest thing that I think a lot about is supply and demand. It is such a simple, basic business trade. And it's something I'm very intuitive towards, and it is basically how I think about everything, how I manage my people, how I create my business, how I treat my customers. It is a supply and demand world, and you need to understand that the cost of creating things that can pull our customers' attentions away from us has gotten so low that there is so much supply. There is so much supply of information and videos and pictures that this is the reason that I believe that advertising, not that it's dead, but the thought that you're going to put out something that is selfishly in your interest and you're going to get somebody to actually pay attention to it with the technology advances that we have today and with all the supply of information is almost impossible. And every day that goes by, it will become more impossible. So number one, first and foremost, I need people to start thinking that they're a media company and a publisher more than they're an advertiser for their business. That the skill set that I think so many people will get in the future to succeed is, how do I put a piece of content? How do I make a white paper? How many people here are B2B? Raise your hands. Great. So for your world, how do you make a white paper that's 6 pages deep, a presentation on Skillshare, then post on LinkedIn, because Skillshare is owned by LinkedIn, and when you use Skillshare on LinkedIn, more people organically see it. Tactic. How do you make a Skillshare that gives people value, and it's not a sales deck for somebody to sign up for a free trial in your landing page optimized funnel so that you then become a client? It is just black and white, an incredible piece of information that all the construction workers, that all the lawyers, that all the CTOs in your target audience will get value out